Good day, students, for the module DPR3704. Welcome again to another teaching class on guidelines for assignment 1 and overall guidelines for the module. We've had a couple of queries around the declaration page issue. The declaration page should be there, taking into account that's how officially assignments are submitted at UNISA. The declaration must always be there, but in this particular case, if you made an error and you forgot to include the declaration page, you will not be penalized this time around. But always remember, put up the declaration page. The most important thing with assignment 1 is that you only submit the block link and nothing else but the block link, because all the content that is required in terms of assignment 1 should be located in the blog that you create for your non-profit organization. Declaration page, again, on the issue of using an alternative name or a synonym, you can just write in a paragraph or one page where you state this is the actual organization in order to preserve the reputation of the big organization. This particular synonym or alternative name has been chosen, or an alias has been chosen to represent this particular organization, and hence the name has been changed because there is a need to protect the reputation of this big NPO. But there's no need for you to write up a big statement. Just can just state clearly that for the purpose of this module or this particular assignment, I used this. I used organization A, and then but for the purpose of this module, it's called organization D. So it doesn't have to be. We won't penalize you anyway, regardless of how you wrote the statement. There is no issue as long as you just declare that it's in fact it's given the givers, but for the purpose of this module, an alternative name was pulled up. Just indicate anyway. Okay, you need to submit with regard to students who have submitted and they are having problems regarding making a resubmission due to certain errors they couldn't fix. Now, remember, we said we are not going to penalize you for assignment 1 around the issue of technical presentation. So now what I'm saying is that if you've submitted a document or an assignment with the wrong block link, please put up the right block link in the comment box next to your assignment on my UNISA when you submit. On the far right of your screen, when you submit an assignment, there is a comment box. I think it even has a feature of attaching a file. But in this particular case, just put up the right block link next to your assignment, and then all markers are aware that in certain circumstances, students do communicate corrections via that block, that particular comment box. So kindly use the comment box to communicate any issues that you have with regard to what you submitted. We are quite lenient and we are very understanding, and we are going to grade you based on what you put in the comment box, meaning if the block link in the assignment is wrong, but you put the right one in the comment box, we are going to look into the right one in the comment box and grade you. So there is no need for you to run around and try and delete your previous submission or your wrong submission. Let's work, let's save time. Just put the correct block link in the comment box next to your assignment and we move along. Again, coming to the kinds of NPOs you choose, we prefer small NPOs as they tend to not have a digital presence, which you get to build for them from scratch, ideally as a student. So we prefer from time to time, favorably, would be requesting all students to use small organizations or small NPOs. If you're using a big organization, there's nothing wrong. But what we are highlighting is that with big organization, you are most likely going to be asked to use a pseudonym or use an alternative name or an alias. So that is what I'm saying, is that when it comes to small organizations, some of them don't have a digital presence, and then you get to create some of the content for them from scratch, and your encounter with them is actually their first experience with someone who can create the content for them. And some in some instances in the past, some students got an opportunity to actually were requested by those organizations to retain their services and to upkeep those blogs for future reference. And some of them were actually requested to keep it up for a certain period until a particular NPO could afford maybe professional services. So this is your almost like a portfolio of evidence, something you can put up in your CV if you do it for a non-profit organization that is small. So keep that in mind, that this is a training ground. That is why we say get an existing NPO. This is an opportunity to learn on your side. So don't underestimate this particular module and what is required from you. Again, with regard to letter requests, I've had a couple of cases whereby students are duplicating requests. And I'm reiterating the issue of please do not duplicate emails where you request a letter for an NPO. I have sent all letters to students who have requested them. There is no backlog. I'm doing the letters in real time. So please do not duplicate. Send one request, you'll get your letter. Our systems work. There's nothing wrong with our systems. Our systems work. So be confident. Send one request, you'll get your letter. Again, before you send an email, a query, you might find yourself waiting for very long while the issue that you're asking about has been raised in one of these classes and has been put up in the announcement on my UNISA. So please, I would like to ask you to peruse through the announcements before you send anything. You might find you are wasting time. You should be doing work on your assignments instead of waiting for me or one of your lecturers to reply, only for you to find out that all the questions that you're asking have been answered before. We are only meant to reply to official email, which is my life, because from it we can confirm your registration and your identity. We are not replying to private emails. I have been replying to students who are using Gmail to say, please kindly use my life, because I can authenticate your identity and your registration with that email. So if there's issues around my life, I have communicated on my UNISA with regard to how to update your details so that you are able to retrieve your login details for my life. So please refrain from using private emails when communicating with lecturers at UNISA. There is an official email that has been given to you for official purposes and for official business. Please use that. So again, with regard to creating accounts, social media accounts, you can create pages from your own accounts. There's no need for you to start afresh and create accounts for your particular organization. Even a YouTube channel, you can have various channels or a various section that you create. You can put up a video on your own channel for the organizations, especially around the issue of interviews for assignment 3. In your Facebook, you can always create pages. In your Instagram, you can always create an extension whereby you create a page on in the name of the organization, while the host is actually your account. So keep that in mind, that there are shortcuts. There are certain things you can just do at ease without having to go through the cumbersome process of actually registering a new account. This is a time-saving strategy. Please use it. Thank you very much. If there are any queries, please reply by commenting at the bottom. So you can use the comment box from this video to raise certain issues. If you're uncomfortable with this platform, please send me an email, and send an email to also my team member, Mr. Mudiba, regarding any issue that you need clarified. Again, go back to announcements, go back to previous classes to check. We might find that what you're asking, we've covered it. Let's not waste time. Good luck. Assignment 1 is due on the 11th of March. And then with regard to students who are repeating the module, I've communicated with them that they should send me an email that they are repeating. This is another call for students who are repeating the module to send me an email, because we need to make an arrangement with regard to how we're going to try as much as possible to improve on your results. We are going to have a back and forth so that we ensure that you succeed in this particular module. I am available to assist you so that you succeed this time around. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.